Every time it catches me out when I'm on the having a drink. Every damn time. Hey, welcome back to what is hopefully the... This is going to sound weird, but it's hopefully the last last session of ESO before Gates of Oblivion drops next Tuesday. I was like, I'm still really hyped for that. I'm really looking forward to it. Just my only major concern is whether or not it will go smoothly. But last time it wasn't too bad. I mean, I've had some MMO launches and expansions that have been like, you know, pretty much like one person per minute could log onto the server. It was like that bad kind of thing. But hopefully it won't be that bad, and any problems are kept to a minimum. Okay, so just trying to think what else is going to happen. Because it's going to be a big patch. There's going to be loads of new things being added into it. Not just the companions, but I think there's going to be ways of earning items from the crown store without having to, you know, pay and things like that. But we will see how that goes when it happens. Also, that's a very interesting rock shape there, if you can see it. It's like really weird. I mean, was that deliberate, or was that... No, that's not rock, that's coral or something. It's like some kind of like coral reef. You can tell it 'cause it's got like there were barnacles and whatnot on it. So either this was a rock and it was under the ocean and this whole island has been eroded to get to it, or it's been brought up. Either way, there's definitely an aquatic feel to it. So it says, look at the size of those. There's just going to be a nice chill things there. Not going to go too bonkers with things. Just going to take it as it goes. And if I'm right, and we're getting close to the end of Summerset, the DLC expansion, then the next part will be Murkmire, which is where the Argonians call home. Should be amusing. It might not be. I don't know if the hell's that noise. Oh great, it's a giant mosquito. You can go away. Go on, get out. Go on, get out of here, you bugger. A second. Beep. Oh, and it just exploded. Marvellous. Alright, fine. Yeah. Right, then before I forget. Nope. What else is it saying? No, I'm not being attacked that much because my spell was active. Okay, so yeah, it's gonna need... No, that's that one. It's done to that, so that's gonna need 10 more, I think. So yeah, put it into that. That's the harvesting node, harvesting... No, there's a treasure chest one somewhere. Okay, I've already got the treasure chest one, so I'm alright. That means my weapon decays slower, which is, again, something I probably will put some into passive points just to overall, but it's not that important. And none in that, one in there. So that one's going to go to, I think it's this one. One more point and I get another bonus, which is nice. God, those mosquitoes are annoying. I can hear them. Oh, I can hear the little buggers. I'll try to avoid them. Because I can't get them because they're just damn annoying. Hello. Who are you?
That's best head inland, traveler. Far as you can manage. It is only a matter of time before the tempest over Sea Keep moves down the coast, leaving ruin in its wake.
So this is an evacuation, yes?
I suppose it is. But we were driven from the keep long before the tempest began forming. Sea elves infiltrated our defenses and slaughtered the garrison. We're all that survived. That storm will finish the job unless I manage to stop it.
What, you're going to try and stop a storm? That is actually even possible?
It's no natural formation. Sea elves are conjuring it. If I could get within striking distance of their sea mage, I could break his hold on the storm and prevent the destruction to come. but that's a desperate hope for one mer.
Well, you don't have to go alone. This one will help you.
I don't need another death on my conscience, but I can't afford to refuse your help. A direct assault on Seakeep is impossible, but if the Maormer can infiltrate it, then so can we. Meet me at the ruins down by the water. I'll show you what I mean.
Alright.
Our means of entering Seakeep is this way. There's no time to spare.
Okay, I'm with you.
I hope you're
Whoa.
incidentally.
That's one hell of a up. Because that's one, yeah, that's almost like a tornado or something. Oh, there he goes. He's making. Catch up with him.
Here.
Oh.
This is the place.
Ooh, wrong spot. Wait, is that going to like shoot us up there, or is that like a whirlpool?
See that whirlpool?
It's a whirlpool.
Currents are being drawn into the flooded ruins beneath Seakeep. We should be able to follow them inside just as the Sea Elves did. It's that or we drown. If you want to back out, I understand.
Because she is willing to risk it.
Good. I'm glad to have someone at my back. I couldn't ask any of my soldiers to do this.
Oh, why not?
They've suffered enough for my mistakes, and it's just something I have to do. Come on, before the storm decides to sweep us away.
Mm-hmm.
8 guide us.
That better dude just dived in with full armor on. Gotta give him credit. Gotta give him credit for that. Ah, good evening. So we just basically just followed a fully armored elf into a whirlpool, and it has now taken us under here to stop a storm that could cause some massive destruction. As you do.
We made it! Too many years on dry land. There's a secret door in these ruins that will lead us directly into Seakeep's dungeon. I can unseal it, but there's something you should know first.
There's also cash. Okay, what is it?
I had another reason to come here. When I couldn't share around my troops. The Maormer are holding the woman I love captive. I have to free her before the reinforcements from Alinor arrive.
Why would you need to keep that from your troops? Unless... Okay, no, I'm not going to guess. I want to find out.
Because Castera is a sea elf. She is, or was, I suppose, the captain of the crew that attacked Seakeep. Assuming her mutinous crew hasn't already done so, she'll be executed. Ultima don't suffer, Maormer.
Right, so you're... Okay. Yeah, no wonder you got to keep that quiet from your troops. What was the role in all this?
Bait. These ruins were the only place where Cass and I could see each other. Our secret safe place. She would signal and I would use the secret door to meet her. Only this time, I was met by the sabers of her crew. They had her in chains.
So you let the Malma into Seakeep?
Yes. The blood of the garrison is on my hands. I killed them with my secret. I can't take that back, but maybe I can save what's left. The survivors, the keep, and the woman I love.
Seeing other characters run around in the background is like slightly blurry. Sometimes you don't know if it's like an NPC or if it's another player character just like popping along.
I last saw Cass in the dungeon. With any luck, she's still there and unharmed.
Alright, let's get on with this. This is again. Look at this place. Yeah, you can tell this used to be underwater at some point. Well, it's definitely something. Look at the size of those things. Coral growing there. Well, we tell technically be dead coral now. So I just thought I could hear something. Nope, it's my imagination. There's just like weird echoes in the game. You're like, wait, is that going to be scared of, or is that just atmospheric? You can go away. Okay. Some kind of temple-like structure. Okay. Okay, just it's always worth checking these things.
I
Oops.
last saw Cass in the dungeon.
I didn't mind. I'm checking the urns. Stop. Oh, there's quite a few urns here. It looks like it's gonna be like the usual stuff. We're over here. Just lockpicks. I think in total I must have ended up with something like a good 400 or 500 lockpicks. I've sold off one stack already. I don't need that many. I really don't.
There's the secret door. Give me a moment to open the seal.
Well, it's not really a secret now, is it? I mean, come on, look at it. That's not really a secret door.
Cass, are you all right?
Pan? How did you... Never mind. Get me out of these chains.
I'll see to her bonds. Cass, I need you to tell us everything you know about what your crew is planning.
Okay.
Is it just the two of you? I suppose it'd have to be. No one from his garrison would volunteer to help a Malma. You know the truth then. About us.
Because she knows about your relationship, but it does not know how it led to this.
You have to understand. The only thing lower than a mutineer to the Maorma is an Ultima. Consorting with one is tantamount to treason. Loving one, unforgivable. I made them party to the ultimate taboo. Now they're trying to wash away the stain.
I'm going to regret this, I know, but how so?
They're going to summon a storm so powerful it'll scour the entire coast clean, and this keep with it. There'll be no trace of my offense left, or anything to stand between Alinor and the Piandinian Armada. They'll be remembered as heroes.
Okay, that word there, Piandinian, that is a great word. I have no idea what it means, but it looks amazing. But we have to stop them. Where is this sea mage now?
On the battlements, calling to the wind and sea.
It's doing a
It'll be
Saruman.
a hard slog to get there. My crew won't hesitate to lay down their lives to protect Ulsar.
Understood.
I have a suggestion for our next move.
Okay. Go on.
Defeating
Excuse me,
Ulsar
to
won't be
apologise.
as simple as rushing up the battlements
Very
and
gassy again
driving a
today.
sword through his heart. He has all the power of Seakeep at his command. It wouldn't even be a contest, but I have an idea to put us on equal footing.
Well, what did you have in mind? Sorry, there's just this dirty. I think Piandian is one of the world's oceans, possibly a continent. That sort of sound to it, you know, like Pangea and that kind of thing. No, that wouldn't surprise me. That really wouldn't surprise me if it was. But either way, really hard word to sort of pronounce, but it sounds freaking cool. What did you have in mind?
The magic in these Aldmer ruins are the hidden heart of Seakeep's power. Without them, we'd merely be high walls and harsh words, save a few war machines. Cutting off the flow of magicka to the battlements might give us the edge we need.
And there's a way to do that.
There are fonts that channel the power of magicka through Seakeep. If we seal them, it should prevent Ulsar from drawing more power into his storm, but the results could be unpredictable.
Right. Unpredictable how?
Sealing the fonts will be like trying to plug a dam with our fingers. At best, we'll staunch the flow enough to weaken him. At worst, the strain brings the whole keep down on us.
Well, we'll just have to take the risk then, won't we? So,
Pan, your plan's insane. I love it. Where do we start?
No. You have to run while you can, Cass. Even if we stop the storm.
Stow it, Pan. I'm as much to blame for this as you. I'm not leaving you to fix it yourself.
You're okay turning a blade on your own? There's no way to avoid it.
They stopped being my own the moment they mutinied.
she's right. She's absolutely right. Good grief, get a room used. They've got a room, they've got a whole keep. The funny thing is, this keep, this area, is where they would meet up to bridge the cultural gap, shall we say. Oh, what are you doing, cat? Right, where am I going? Indeed, it's just like, look.
Do what you have to do.
Oops, I'm pressing. Let them handle this disaster. I forgot where I'm going now. I'm going to the Sea Keep. Have I gone to the right way? No, I've gone the wrong bloody way. I went through the wrong door. I also got distracted by the cat. Oh, there you go. There's a viper. Get rid of you. Oh, this should be amusing. I've got my own little army following me now. I've got 2 NPC companions, 2 demonic chums, and whatever that thing is. There. A little gremlin. Storm Shark deckhand? Yes.
There's one of the fonts.
What is it?
I don't suppose we could use this to blast Earlsar off the ramparts.
So what type of font are we talking here? Is it, I don't know, like Comic Sans, maybe? No? Anyone? No? Okay, fine. That was wasted.
Do what you have to do. I'll not share.
There we go. Okay, they've got to run, it says run up the stairs. There we go. Right, there should be a book around here I need to pick up. Where is it at? I might already have it, or it might be upstairs. No. Okay, I might already have that one. Yeah, I think I've already got that. That's the problem with the minimap, is it can't always differentiate when something's above you. Which is annoying when you spend ages trying to find like a hidden chest or a item and then you find out it's actually on the floor 3 floors up. Because it just goes by the XY coordinates. I don't think... Oh. There we go. Right, looks like there's another font over there. Oh, someone's already here as well. Ah, yeah. What the flip was that? Oh, that'll get down there. You know what? I'm in that kind of mood. Vampire time. Okay, not vampire, giant Khajiit time. Yeah, okay, now I become a vampire. That was amusing. For a brief moment I became a giant Khajiit. Let's see, is it around here? No? Okay, it's not there. And another lockpick, which I don't need. Whatever that is. Okay, I'm getting lost now. Right, right up the steps. Oh, there you go, there's the font. That one can be aerial. Ah, I see. I was going too far ahead of myself. So the next one should be to the
last font is just ahead.
The most evil of all fonts. Wingdings.
We could use this to blast Earlsar off the ramparts.
Sink with the rest.
I'm too stubborn to sink Tenerife. That's why I was captain.
And
May your bones bleach on barren sands. Damned fool.
hey, that was well, to be fair, there was like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 of us fighting up against. Dude had no chance. He had absolutely no chance at all. And also, I am slightly overpowered for this area, so I just see this shadow up against my window. It scared the crap out of me. I wonder what it was. It's just my cat. Let's nothing more. Okay, so we're now. Oh, okay, so we're helping to liberate the castle.
The locking mechanisms are controlled from those
Take
two
one,
towers.
I'll take the other.
Okay, fine.
Careful.
We'll deal with these. Yeah, God, that is a big storm. It's like it's going You can see it there. But no, we can handle this. We can handle this. My small one-person, well, not even one-person army now, it's multiple. Okay. Damn it! I was going to use my assassin blade. Unfortunately, got too many people around me, and I got spotted. I like using that assassin's blade. Do you know what? Just as a temporary measure, I'll send them away for the moment. Let's see. See if I've actually got it set up so I can actually, you know. Where are you going, you straight? There we go. Nice. Not the best animation, but it does the job. And press the right key to set things up. So I've done that now. Also, that.
Rulotar! Damn it! I didn't see him escape, but I held out hope. I'm sorry, old friend.
Okay.
That does it. We should meet Castira at the gate.
Right, you go ahead. I'm just going to make sure there's no one else here, okay? And not loot the body. I can't loot the body because there's nothing there. Right, the body has not been harmed. Okay, so that's that one. And let's see if I can get this guy as well. I do like doing that. Sunsbud got spotted. That's the problem when there's two of them, and one of them spots you. You know what? Let's have some lightning. There we go. That's a bit appropriate during a big storm. Come on, come on. Hey. Okay, so where's the entrance? It is. No, I'm not dropping down there because that will probably kill me. That would legitimately, I think, kill this character. I have a bad habit of dying when falling off ledges. Some people face against doors. Mine is ledges. They are my greatest nemesis. That's what I wanted. I want a decent animation. There we go. Oh, okay, you did a forward jump, right? Alright. Go over here, be a bit sneaky again.
This is it, Cass. Last chance to...
Don't try to talk me out of this, Pan.
What? Okay, what have I walked into?
Ulsar's up ahead, in the eye of the storm.
Okay, you're ready to face him, yes?
He drove my crew to mutiny, tossed me in chains, and nearly killed the man I love. I'll drag him to the bottom of Mother Sea if it's the last thing I do.
Oh, okay, so he probably doesn't want you to go in there and face him, which makes sense. But Ursa's not the one who's important here.
Ulsar and his storm lie beyond this gate. No matter what happens, I want to thank you for standing by me. If it weren't for you, I might never have gotten to see Castira again. If this is goodbye, at least it'll be one with closure.
Why are you talking like this is already over?
Charging headlong into the fray was easier when I had nothing to lose, but my courage is intact. I'm with you to the end.
You do know that I am basically a walking deity at this point. I could go in there and finish him off no problem, and you two could stay out here. and whatever.
You remember our vows?
They were the only thing that kept us moored through that miserable storm.
Let's do it again. How often are we going to see a tempest like this in one lifetime?
You always were the romantic.
Oh, they're being all nice and romantic to each other when they're just about to face up against their enemy. Where is he? Why not? Some of the...
Storm be growing weaker?
I said it probably wouldn't get any stronger.
Yeah, that's getting
Damn him! I can barely hold my footing.
quite
Keep fighting! One of us has to make it!
Oh, it's slowing down. I'm running at full speed. There we go.
You can't tame the sea.
You know, I'm not going to tame it. I'm going to kill you, though. And let there be light.
Anne, your reinforcements! They're here, they can't see me with you.
Castira, wait!
And now we have sunlight. And I just got a purple item. Not the worst I've seen. It's not the best. But it's a purple gear item, so that's acceptable. And I've now got a loose eyelash. Right. Look at that. Now that the storm's gone, that looks really nice. And their pulse appears to be... Right. Okay, I can understand there being a catapult there. Yeah, pointing out to the sea, because, you know, that's where they can cut, the boats can come and attack and everything. But why would there be one there? When pretty much all you're going to hit is that little outcropping of land. Yeah, see, that makes sense. I don't understand military tactics, so I'm not going to waste too many brain cells on it. However, okay, look, you just saw me take down your boss, destroy the storm, and you're just standing there? Yeah, that was a big mistake. Big mistake. Even though that was a fancy fall jump. Right, where you're going back over here.
It ends like it began. The two of us, adrift among the wreckage of our lives.
But alive and together.
Fortune smiles, with a shark's teeth.
Can't deny that's a nice view.
Ulsar's dead and his mutiny along with him. I only wish I had the strength to settle the score myself. If there was any justice in the world, he'd have been forced to concede that he'd never drown me in shame. I'll return home with my head held high.
So you intend to return to your people?
It'll be a long journey without a crew, but I'll manage. There's no shame in returning to port humbled but unbroken. Though I think I'll steer clear of sun-kissed shores for some time.
What about, Pandemalion?
I love him, for some reason. But the walls between us are taller than this keep. Just to see him for a few fleeting moments commands such risk, it nearly destroyed everything we care about. And more. There's no place for us among Malma or Ultima.
Okay, right, so... Now, I've made some choices in the past playing this game, especially last time when I accidentally unleashed an ancient evil upon the world. That was fun. Like, I totally didn't mess that up. And I've also gone back in time and rearranged history, but I won't be doing that again. So I've got two choices here. Choice number one is, no, you two should stay together. Choice number two is parting ways might be for the best. Now, I'm leaning towards option one, because I like to think of myself as a romantic at heart, but at the same time, it's like, I can kind of understand that this could, if they stay together, this could be a big risk for both of them. Her, especially, because it's like, I mean, with him, he would just be ostracized, but with her, they will probably, good evening. With her, they will probably hunt her down and maybe even end up killing her. They've already tried that, so there's precedence for it. So the question is, do I go for number one? Or do I go for, the romance option, even though it will be very risky for them? Or number two, where it's like, look, just sort of go your separate ways, and at least you know the others will be safe. No matter what happens, it's like, this is going to either put a target on their backs, or it's just going to make them miserable for the rest of their lives, knowing they've had something good and then they just walked away from it. Like I said, I like to think of myself as a romantic at heart, so I'm going with option one. Also, this might actually be the beginning of a way of, starting to heal the rift between the two groups.
Did you witness a lot of coexistence here today? When we come together, we leave ruin in our wake. Take the sign for what it is. The world doesn't want us to be together. It's time we finally accepted that as the truth and stop fighting it.
Then you are leaving him?
Pan won't take it well, but I think he'll understand. Thanks for everything you've done for us. May you see clearer skies and calmer seas than we.
Clearer skies. So that pleases me. For multiple reasons. I suspect there's at least one or two people in chat who might understand that reference. Although I'm now getting the feeling that no matter what option I picked, it would have gone down this route. Anyway, safe journey to you.
I love you, Pan. But we can't go on like this.
I know, Cass.
What will happen when I'm gone?
I pick up the pieces, or I find myself in irons.
I'm sorry. For everything.
I'm not.
The span between us may be as far as the sun and the sea, but you'll never be far from my thoughts.
The sun and the sea were never so lucky as to have crossed paths.
Maybe genuinely sad that has. And then she just dives off into the water. Maybe it was for the best, dude.
I don't expect you to keep my secret, but I'd rather pay my penance through action, not rotting in a cell. It's selfish, but it's all I have left.
What do you propose?
I want to restore some of the damage I've caused with my own hands. I have to believe I can find redemption through repentance. Our reinforcements have arrived from Alinor. Tell the Battle Reeve what you will.
Very well. Ooh. Bit of it's almost like a Romeo and Juliet type thing, two forbidden or the story of forbidden love sort of thing, causing problems for everyone around them. Yeah, when you think about it, was no reason for that. Let's select either choice.
Farwenya, I'm afraid we've left you a considerable mess.
Pandemalion, you're alive?
Yeah, he's alive.
When Pandemalion's soldiers told me he'd returned to the keep with a passerby, I thought he'd lost his mind. What were you thinking?
Well, we had no choice. A Malma sea mage meant to use Sea Keep's power to destroy the coast.
I'm not one to commend recklessness, but I suppose we all owe you a debt of gratitude. I don't know what's more troubling, that the Sea Elves would attempt such a thing, or that they were able to seize Sea Keep in the first place.
Oh, do I drop him in this? Make his day even worse? Or do I just kind of say, though, he got overwhelmed, but his plan saved the day? I'm not I realised this when I was playing a bit of Mass Effect earlier, that when it comes to games where you have the option to be an a-hole, I find it really, really difficult to deliberately pick the a-hole option. I mean, even like playing as like an evil character, I find myself doing like the good deeds and things like that, and I just can't. can't bring myself to do it, even though I know it's just a game and I want to see what the other options is. It's like, nope, can't do it. Nope, I just can't do it. It just feels so wrong. But you know what? No, I'm gonna. Dude's had a rough day. He's had a bad enough day now as well. He thought his love of his life was killed, kidnapped. They met up again, and they've had to split up because otherwise it's just going to cause a problem. Now, I'm going to pick him up on this one.
I'll note your remarks for the inquiry to follow. The sack of Seakeep under Pandemalian's watch will reflect poorly, though his heroics today will temper the attitudes of the court. Your service to the crown is appreciated.
Ooh, Seakeep Siege Curious. Ooh. Now that's an interesting one. That'd be good for another tank. Health, healing taken, health, and at 5 set, when you take damage, you become a living shadow for 10 seconds, cause you to heal and get. Oh, that would be really good for like a stealthy, heavy armored assassin type. Also, it looks pretty cool as well. Very nice, thank you.
You've had a long day. See to your troops and get some rest.
Yes.
I'm honored by your consideration, but Seakeep is my responsibility. I won't rest until it is secure.
As you wish.
Played a bit of The Witcher 3, went into it thinking, I'm going to play this like it. I think it fits the character Geralt. You just couldn't. I kept choosing the good option, even if it seemed a bit out of character. Yeah, it's. I know that it's just a game. And I know that ultimately the options don't matter, but at the same time, it's just sometimes it's really, really difficult. I mean, speaking of The Witcher 3 as well, and I've got to be careful because I don't spoil this, but there's one particular moment, and I promised myself I wouldn't save scum, and I would, live in my choices. If something good happened, so be it. If something bad happened, so be it. But there was one particular moment in The Witcher 3 when I had to break that because the character's reaction was just so real to me and so lifelike. I had to just reload the save and undo that choice because it was like, nope, I am not having that. Nope, not happening. And if you've ever played The Witcher 3 up to, I think it's probably about a third, maybe halfway through the game where this happens. If I was one of the other major characters, that's about as much of a spoiler as I'm going to say. But you may know what I'm talking about, and it was just the look on their face when this event happened was almost heartbreaking. It really, really was. Now, can I go back in there and get the... you know what? I'll go back and get that later. Another one was when, I think I mentioned this before, was for Mass Effect number 3, I think it was, where, and again, I'm going to be very careful in case anyone's not played it and it doesn't want to have this spoiled. Again, another particular event happens, and I just had to reload it because it tore my heart out seeing this reaction. It was just like, nope. I know it's a game, but nope. Reloading that. Not having that. Nope. And if you've played Mass Effect, yeah, it was number 3. It was definitely number 3. You may know again what bit I'm talking about. Is there? Oh no, of course, just where the graphics were loading. I thought there was a boss fight here. Right, so where am I going? I'm going following this path. Okay. Oh, there's another shrine over there. Oh, that's one, because...
You saw Queen Irene step out of the orrery?
Yes.
What a wondrous thing.
Yes, it very was. Yeah, there's the way shrine. Seriously, just look at this place. Look at it. Every time I see like this castle and stuff like that, all I can keep thinking is like, this is something straight out of Disney, and it's just so beautiful. The whole architecture of this place really is. That treasure chest over there.
No, that won't do. The color must be vibrant.
Okay, I can't deny where she's standing. That's gotta be one hell of a painting. Assuming, yeah, basically what she's painting.
Finally, the courier. I expected you hours ago.
Whoa.
You must acquire my materials at once. And don't think I'll compensate you for the rush, given you're the one who was late.
I don't wish to be rude, but holy crap, your tattoos are amazing. Because not only the design, but then they've got a metallic sheen to them. Again, I realise it looks a bit rude where I'm pointing, but look on the shoulder and that bit just there. See, it's got the metallic shine to it. That is, obviously, that could also be part of her skin coming through, but there's no denying that's a metallic. Damn, that's really cool. Sorry, I was distracted by your ink. This one is not your courier, but what is this job you are talking about?
Oh, well, I can hardly keep track of every face I hire. An artist's work is endless. I need colors. Rich, rare, vibrant. After all, this painting will be the masterpiece of my career. I simply cannot work with mediocre shades.
Well, what do you mean you need colours?
Reagents, ingredients, naturally, of course. I require that you gather the supplies needed to make the vivid paint this masterwork requires. Just take this list. Oh, and this tea, of course. You'll need it to acquire the first item. Now hurry along.
Okay, so I've got a list, fine. Why would I need tea?
I really do need you to hurry along. Inspiration could strike me at any moment, and I simply must have the perfect colors when that time comes.
As one creative person to another, I completely understand that.
Hard at work, Tindoria? How goes your finger painting?
Oh, dude.
Very I see you've deigned to step out of your florid abode. Come to see how a real artist creates.
I'd enlighten you with a response, but we both know my skill speaks for itself.
There's some shade being thrown here.
Boasting? If only you had the artistic sense Auriel gave a mudhopper, you might produce something of worth.
Ooh.
Your tongue remains as sharp as your wit. When I'm declared the royal court's newest artist, I'll be sure to send you an invitation to dinner.
What a kind offer, though I'm sure that won't be necessary. After all, we both know that I'll be the one to acquire that position.
This is one thing I've loved about this, is that every so often you get a quest that is just sheer. It makes, to the grand scheme of what's happening in the world, yeah, it's a sass off. It's just like, ooh, I want to see more of these two having a roast. That was amazing. More of that, please. As soon as he said about the finger paint, it was like, oh, you're one of those type of people, right? This is going to be interesting.
Ah, another newcomer. Delightful. What exactly can I do for you?
Now, this is another voice that sounds familiar. Please, Ted Khajiit, did you say something about guards being attacked earlier?
What keen ears you have.
Yes, well, Khajiit.
Discussing a private matter from way over there. Impressive.
Seriously, I'm a cat.
Perhaps you can put that
Look at me, ears, all right?
nature to good use. A newcomer, much like you, is stirring up trouble here in Lilandril.
What is the problem?
A member of the Mages Guild murdered a sapiarch.
Oh dear.
But now the murderer's friend is railing against the conviction. Loudly. Talk some sense into her, would you? She might listen to another guest. You'll find her outside the Fighters Guild.
You was about to say a very rude word then, weren't you? Alright, well, but then we'll see if we can calm them down. Ugh. Murder in Lilandril. Is that a guild? That's a regular that's a guild merchant, not a regular merchant. Bloody hell. Lots of steps in this place. Now, if you was a wheelchair user, this place would be a nightmare. You know, there's no ramps, it's all stairs.
Sometimes I wish the criminals and lawbreakers would take a holiday. Then the officers of the Divine Prosecution could catch up on our paperwork.
Oh, that armor.
Is there something you need, newcomer?
Can I have the name of the person who made your armor? Because that is sweet. Valen needs a writ of authenticity for Ambassador Rigger of Skyrim.
A writ of authenticity for a Nord ambassador?
Yes.
It's a highly unusual request, considering that a newcomer is the one making it. The Divine Prosecution requires weeks, sometimes even months, to properly audit diplomatic credentials.
Courtier Vindolin sent us. She suggested you might require a favor.
Vindilwyn? She loves to engage in the commerce of favors. Very well. A cup and bowl were stolen from the Alinor Palace. Favorites of the Queen, I'm told. Recover these items, and I might be persuaded to issue Rigurt a writ of authenticity.
A cup and a bowl. Okay. There's probably more to that than it sounds. But, this one must know. Any idea who stole the cup and bowl?
Ideas? Plenty. Proof? Nothing that would hold up in a court of law. Not yet, anyway. But I'm more concerned with recovering the items. Stolen goods usually find their way to the pirates in Waston Coraldale. I'd start my search there if I were you.
Okay. Vivian.
Stay strong, Emil. I'll get you out of this.
Secure the prisoner in the Fighters Guild.
You're a member of the Mages Guild, aren't you?
Yes.
Please, you have to help me. The Sapiarchs accused one of our compatriots, my best friend, of a murder he didn't commit. They won't even consider the possibility that he's innocent.
Casual bureaucratic corruption. Yeah, that's the thing about this place. It's big on its rules. It's big on, doing things the proper way. But they are the biggest bunch of bureaucratic... I'm trying to find a polite way of putting this, because they're not quite racists, but they are definitely in that... They're in that ballpark, let's just put it that way. They really don't like outsiders. There's a decent chunk of them, though, who are accepting grudgingly, but the ones who are in charge, they are definitely not exactly fun people to be around. But who do the Sapiarchs believe your friend murdered?
Another Sapiarch named Haladon. Emil arrived at the gates of Lilandril, carrying Haladon's body, and confessed to the crime. But he seemed shocked, confused. I know Emil better than anyone. He's not capable of something like this. I swear it.
If Emil confessed, why do you think he's innocent? He's probably been coerced into it.
He's a pacifist, for Mara's sake. The Sapiarch's investigation was a joke. They just took Emil at his word and handed down the sentence. Of course, the local guild magister rolled over like she always does. Coward. Please, I need your help.
Very well, I will gladly help a fellow member of the Mages Guild. Where do we start?
The Sapiarchs say Emil confessed to murdering Haladon, but he'd never murder anyone. He loved Haladon. I don't know if he's confused or disoriented, but I do know he wouldn't do it. Please, talk to Emil. Convince him to recant his confession.
Okay, I'll give it a go. What do you want to do? I've got a mount. There we go. I just thought I just heard a cat go mount. Oh, that's new.
I've checked over Lilandril from top to bottom, and there's no sign of the Court of Bedlam. I can't get the Portal Master to let me go to the college compound, though. Have you brought permission from the Proxy Queen?
The Proxy Queen promised she'd send word to grant us access to the college of of course. That's why it's a new portal. This is where the College of the Sapiarchs is.
Good, good. I was about to turn that insignificant book dust into something small, wet, and slimy. It would have made matters worse, but it might have brightened the dark mood I've been in. Sorry, I don't mean to burden you with my troubles.
Is there something this one can help you with?
No, the mission is more important than personal matters. I'm sure Lathan will turn up, eventually. In the meantime, You should talk to the Portal Master and see if she's ready to grant us access to the college.
Okay. Yeah, I've seen portals before, but that's a permanent one. That is... Yeah, I've not seen anything like that in this game before. So that is worthy of a screenshot, I think. Again, remember, press the right button. Wait till they've gone through. There you go. There's always a way. You try and take a picture, somebody walks in front of you. There you go.
Not now, please. I really must prepare for tonight's lecture. Besides, only those with permission may enter the College of Sapiarchs. We can't have just anyone wandering around the compound.
Velen needs to enter the College of Sapiarchs. The Proxy Queen said she would send word.
So you're the luminary the Proxy Queen wants me to treat with kid gloves. And I suppose the arrogant Sijic is with you? Oh, very well. Let's get this over with.
So how do we get into the Sapiarchs compound?
The compound has been purposely isolated to serve as a sanctuary and place of study. Research and scholarship require solitude and quiet, after all. We use magic to travel back and forth.
I gathered that.
I'll prepare the portal dais when you're ready to cross.
Oh, Velen's ready. That is pretty cool.
Just follow
Yeah.
me and step onto the
That's the thing, the high elves in this game really do have a arrogance about them. I mean, it's not... The ones who went... There's two types of high elves I've noticed in this. There's the ones who are really sort of arrogant. That's a good word, yeah. They would be like that sort of, oh, don't worry, we'll go over there and we will help the little people. You know, after all, we are their betters and superiors and sort of thing. And then there's the other ones that go, is he serious? They're just like everyone else, just like that dude's got fuzzy hair on, she's got scales. What's the difference? We're all basically the same. Lucky, the way this game seems to be portraying it is that what is currently the smaller group of the more open-minded high elves it's getting bigger. But because in game terms, it's only very recently they've now opened up their borders to the outside world, there's still a very lot of inbuilt problematic issues, let's just put it politely. That's one of the reasons why our character gets sent here, is to sort of, show that the rest of the world isn't a bunch of complete a-holes.
7 sacred texts. Who has dared invade this place of learning?
I've got this. You talk to that Sapio.
The Victorian?
This is unheard of. Attacked in our own sanctuary?
What the flip is that? Is that a slut? What the try to get a camera angle so I can look at it properly. It's a big boy, whatever it is.
This is terrible. Please excuse my present state, as I am distraught beyond all rational thought. I never imagined that Daedra would attack our compound. It's madness. Forgive my lapse in protocol. I am Elamil, Sapiarch of Daedric Fallacies.
Right, well, tell us what's happened here.
Happened? Oh, it isn't over yet. There was no warning. Daedra filled the compound. So many great minds cut down.
They have a cave troll.
We were able to clear the courtyard, but there's more inside. I fear for the safety
Wait a
of
minute.
the Sapiarch and our other sages.
Daedra? We haven't really... Now, we knew... In this arc of the game, there was 3 of the Daedric princes involved with things. Clavicus Vial, Nocturnal, and the other one who's the third one whose name I can never remember, who begins with an M. I'm thinking this is to do with her. And there's something here they want, which would make sense because this is like a sort of magical college. This is like Mefela, that's the one. Thank you. I keep thinking of Milora for some reason. I don't know why. I think because it all starts with an M, it sort of blurs. I mean, this is basically like their version of Hogwarts in a way. Kept hidden, only those with the proper permits are allowed to go, and all that nonsense. And then, of course, it's also they've got information about the Crystal Tower, which is that's what they're here for. They're here for stuff about the Crystal Tower.
The Crystal Tower? You need to speak to Lanatil, Sapiarch of Archanology and head of our college. She's trapped inside with those monsters. I suggest you enter through the labyrinth beneath the compound. Just watch out for the Daedra.
Oh, don't worry. Right,
According to the maps I studied, the labyrinth is this way.
I'll return to Lelondril and warn the guards.
Okay. I have no idea where I'm going, so I'm...
Good idea. Perhaps I should accompany you.
Look, I found it. That's lovely. Oh, she's up there. Okay. College of Sapiarch's Labyrinth. So I'm just... Oh, it's just a bug. I wonder what that was flying on the thing there. College of Sapiarch's built literal mazes. Yeah, there's got to be something in here connected to the Crystal Tower that they want or need, and the Crystal Towers are like, right? They're very important to like the fabric of reality itself. So obviously they need something, either the knowledge here, or there's an access, or there's a key, or there's something connecting it, which is what they're after.
There's more to this than a simple Daedric incursion. I felt a strange sensation when we arrived. A sense of urgency. We need to hurry and find the trapped Sapiarchs.
Do you often get sensations like that?
Sometimes. Probably has something to do with living on a displaced island and being part of the Sigic Order. We knew the 3 Daedric princes were a threat, but this is our first clear evidence of their hostile intent.
So you think the Sapiarchs are still alive?
Even scholars have ways to defend themselves.
I seriously love her uniform.
I can protect myself, but I'm not much good in a raging battle.
Fair.
I'll try to stay behind you and keep out of the way. Now, let's hurry and go save the Sapiarchs.
Now, one thing I really hope about the expansion that's coming up next week is that the companion stuff does well, because I want to see them bring out loads of different companions, or at least different skins for them, so you can have characters like this one coming along, or Razandur and things like that. You know, the fellow Khajiit character. It just has potential for so much fun, but only if it does well. If it doesn't, ooh, what did I get there? Right. Okay. There we go. That's an Ogrim. They're not quite a cave troll, but like his younger cousin. And yeah, this place is like Hogwarts. There you go. Yeah, long range attacks for the win.
By the stars! This place is enormous.
Well, it's called a labyrinth. Labyrinths are generally on the larger side. Otherwise it'd just be a little maze. There you go. Ooh, fleshy crawlers, no thank you. God, this place must be brilliant to... Got all the... No, too much loot temptation. Oh, there's a fleshy boy. Cool. We got like another... That's another Khajiit. Khajiit. Whatever the plural of Khajiit is. I think the plural of Khajiit is Khajiit. Yep. Nice. Oh, that's a warden. That's what I like playing about MMOs, is that when you go along and just, you know, somebody randomly is doing the same quest and you both help each other, then once you're done, you sort of give us a nod sometimes. Sometimes not even that, and just go on your day. You bugger. Oh, I see what spell. I recognise the spell they're using. It's a temporal effect. And they freeze time. It's a very good spell to use. Doesn't last very long, objectively speaking. But it does the job. Good in the group. Okay. There you go. Okay, so it looks like we're both following the same quest here.
I'd like to explore this compound one day, when fewer Daedra are about, of course.
Yeah, that's a good idea. That would do it when there's... This place is huge. I mean, this is ridiculously huge. Alright, and you got that one. So I'm playing as a sorcerer, I can do a fair amount of damage.
My father has sealed this place, mortal.
Oh, there you go. Yep, my father. Yep. This way. This way, fellow Khajiit. Come on. There we go.
We should be able to reach the upper levels
My
through
father
there.
has sealed this place, mortal. Flee!
What? This one had the bath last year. How dare you accuse me of being flea-ridden? Very rude. Very rude. Come on. Ooh, why he has an egg? I don't know. Oh wait, he's a Daedra, so it's probably like a delicacy to him. Ugh, spider egg is a delicacy. Ugh. That's not a mental image I needed. Alright. And the temptation to just loot this place is quite high. But technically I'm here to help them, not... Well, it is a broom. Okay,
I sense this way.
Yep, there's a boss fight coming up.
I hear voices up ahead.
No more sages need die today, Sapiarch. Just give me the diamond keys.
The Resolute Diamonds are not mine to give, especially not to a Daedric cultist.
Lathan, stop!
Valcerin, no, damn you!
What's going on? Hello?
You and your companion arrived in the proverbial nick of time. Now, if you wouldn't mind, who in oblivion are you?
Again?
How did you know
Dope
the College
outfit.
of Sapiarchs was under assault?
Well, the Right Master of the Sigic Order sent us to warn you. The Crystal Tower has been compromised.
First, the cultist leads an army of Daedra into our compound and demands I turn over the Resolute Diamonds. Now, you arrive with a warning from the long-absent sages of Artaeum. I think you need to explain yourself before we go any further.
Alright, you really want to know? Okay. 3 Daedric princes worked with the Sea Sloughs to acquire the Heart of Transparent Law, which is a dope name for an artifact.
That's impossible. We would know if the tower's defenses had been breached. But it would explain the disasters currently befalling the Summerset Isle.
There we go.
Let's say I believe you. What does the Right Master suggest as the next step?
Well, the Right Master is trying to locate the heart. We need to keep the Daedric princes out of the tower.
A reasonable plan, but access to the tower requires the Resolute Diamonds, which are guarded by the tower's sentinels. Only they can use the keys. I
Hey,
suppose they are the next
hold on.
target.
Hold on. Hold
We
on.
need to warn Hanail and Imidril at the
There
Illumination
you go.
Academy.
I know. Stinky cat. One second. I know. I'm going to readjust myself now because Madam wants to sit on my lap. There we go. Comfortable? Okay, yeah, you just finished off your dinner, haven't you? No.
We appreciate your aid in this matter. Before you head to the Illumination Academy, perhaps you can have your friend get that cultist out of my compound. As it is, It's going to take weeks to get rid of this stench of Daedra.
Okay.
Let's leave these Psijics to their work. We have a college to put back together.
Oh.
You there. Tell my darling wife to release me, and I'll ask Mathala to kill you quickly when the new age dawns.
Wait. You're her husband? Why do you serve the Daedra now?
Spinner saved me from fools and altruistic adventurers. Valsrin turned her back on me and my daughter a long time ago. Is it any wonder I've found acceptance and a purpose among the court of Bedlam?
He's got a little spinner on as his logo. Interesting. So you betrayed the Psijic Order?
Don't presume to judge my actions, you insignificant flea. I am an earl in the court of Bedlam now, chosen personally by Mathala to represent her on this all-too-fragile world. Leave me. I'm done speaking to you now.
You're a very rude person.
I can't believe I was concerned about the welfare of my husband. To find Lathan
One second.
here...
There you go.
I can't believe I was
So the thing's flapping in front of her.
my husband. To find Lathan here, threatening the Sapiox and leading a horde of Daedra. How could he betray the Order like that? How could he betray me?
What did you do to Lathan?
A simple spell of binding. His attention was so focused on the Sapiox, he wasn't prepared to deal with another Psijic mage. While you go and find the Tower Sentinels at the Illumination Academy, I'll take Lathan back to Artaeum.
Please answer, Khajiit, but you were not having any trouble getting him back to the Psijic Order?
I almost hope he gives me a little trouble. I could use a reason to unleash some pain and suffering on this turncoat. Don't worry. My spell will hold until we reach the confines of Kapora Tower.
The way she said turncoats, like, you know she wanted to say something a lot worse. It's like, yeah, that's the, that was the tone of somebody who had been definitely betrayed by somebody they held dear. Dude, you are in the deep poo-poo. No spider. Oh, still can't get over the architecture in this place. It's so beautiful. Battlegrounds are fast and deadly matches between 3 teams of 4 players each, open only to characters above level 10. You can queue up for a battleground in the activity finder by pressing P. Yay! Managed to finish one. Whoa. That's one hell of a view. And then the music kicks in. Alright, so I'm going to the Satan Keepway Shrine, okay. Which I believe is... that's that one. Heaven, no. That's the Crystal Tower. Westfield. Kraton. Okay. It says every time you come out of that keep, that will be the first thing you see. That will be your... I mean, no wonder the house that you can get, sorry, the residence, it's not that a house you can get in the city is like 1 million in-game gold. Yeah, that's kind of, I think that's kind of worth it. Alright. Some peaceful. Jolly. And it's a treasure chest, how nice. Okay, cool. Got good items there. Like fancy, but it does the job. Right, so now I'm going to the western thingy. Western Coraldale. Of course, coral. So yeah, it would have been an what used to be an underwater cave system of some kind. Okay, some of the chums again. Oh, it's back here again. Well, I recognise the name. Can I mount up? No. I don't think my mount to be too happy with going in either. Yeah. Hello, fellow player. There you go. Oh, another championship point. Yay. Oh, there's quite a few of these salamanders. Let's deal with these first. End of you. Cool, same view. Oh, I've only got my... I'm missing one. There we go. Now I've got both of them. That's a lot of loot. A heck of a lot of loot. Hello, yes, I'm going to help you, don't I? So I follow this path along. Oops, good. Deal with more of these sparky boys. Right, so where I'm going this way is... Oh, now I come back... I remember now having to do this quest, doing the boss fight that was here before. So I thought I wouldn't do it otherwise. There he goes. Oh, there's a lot of them here, aren't there? There you go, and you are there. So I'm going down these. Where is it, down there? Yep. You know what, screw it. Vampire time. Same for you, because why not? Get some experiences, nothing else. Same for you. I'm going to interrupt your fishing because I don't like you. Almost had enough time to get even that one as well. What's this? Oh, some obsidian. And a random electrum ring. Lotus. And a minute. Alright, so nothing fancy. Just all crafting supplies, basically. Dagger. And the royal bow. Right. So that's one of the stolen goods. So the next one should be roughly where that X is on the map. Okay, I guess this way. Go with you. Okay, no, it's over there. Right. Yeah, let's just help this person. Doesn't seem to be heading in the same direction. Makes sense too. Just all you. There we go. So I'm back in. Yeah, definitely, I've definitely been here before. 100% been here before. Ooh, treasure chest. Now I've got a decent chance to open the chest like that. Makes it so much easier. Just run in, press the button. It's like only a 25% chance it doesn't open. Alright. Where did I get there? Okay, so go to Rutherfield Heights. Okay. So where's that? Rutherfield Heights. That's the Landrill. King's Haven. Eldber Ruins. Shimmerine. Rutherfield Heights. There we go. I wish I could show you, but Sir Kitty has now fallen asleep on my lap. So I'm going to be very careful if I move now. I believe that's some kind of international law that if an animal falls asleep on you, you do not move. Especially when she starts to purr. Even if the circulation gets cut off in my leg. It's the price I must pay. There we go. You saw someone cook steak on their CPU. What? 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 That's hurting my brain. I mean, I know CPUs can get hot, but I'm assuming they were... Thank you, because I'm going to have to see what's going on with that, because that's hurting my brain trying to process it. Oh. Oh, God, those bugs again. That is definitely hurting my brain cells. Although I did see a video that someone else had made earlier that they had made, which legit made me feel a bit queasy. Custard, in which one of the primary ingredients was Doritos. Yeah, that was this is an abomination. I mean, I'm not a great fan of custard myself. It's just, again, a lot of my, a lot of the foods I don't like isn't because of the flavours, it's because of the texture. And unfortunately, custard is one of those things I just don't get on with the texture with. But I mean, I like Doritos. I'm not gonna lie, I like Doritos, but putting them in custard, like ground up like as a powder texture thing, ugh. But you know what? Not really harming anyone. Though it did make me feel a bit queasy.
If you've come to rob me, I'm afraid I have little of value. I can help if you've a high fever or nervous stomach, but I have no need for gold these days.
What do you think she did here to rob you?
Healthy paranoia, I suppose.
Fair.
There's plenty of questionable characters out here, but I prefer it to the crowded cities. Too many going on about their appearance or their status or their career. I'm done with such trivialities.
Tindaria Sinkajid, he is here to purchase your rare dye.
Oh, it's been a long time since my former student has contacted me, and now she makes such demands. How quickly she forgets who trained her to hold a big brush.
This is why we need the tea.
I have no need for gold. You can tell her that upon your empty-handed return.
I was wondering why we needed tea. And this is it. She gave this one this tea. This is an acceptable trade, yes?
This is Yokudan blue tea? I thought it lost forever. The last shipment was said to have sunk to the bottom of the Abyssan Sea. Oh, she's still clever, isn't she? Her and Verilel always were. Very well. Take my mixture. It's a good trade.
Okay, now normally I don't always do the secondary quest conversation options because there's so many in them. I would still be on the first island if I went for every single option. So I'm just going to, but every so often, ones do perk my interest. This is one of them. But can you tell Velen about the Tindoria and Verilel's relationship?
Their rivalry seemed harmless at first, even friendly. Just something to keep them motivated. But as it tends to be, one of them was always a step ahead. Soon any praise I had for one would pierce the pride of the other.
Okay. And now?
And now they've both grown bitter and endlessly jealous of the other's success. They believe Summerset only has room for one great artist. Such foolishness. Honestly, it was their squabbling that led me to stop taking students.
So Tindoria obviously was your student.
Yes, back when I had the inclination to bother with such upstarts. I thought that would be my legacy. to train great artists who would blossom under a careful eye. Sadly, all they did was rot in their own hubris.
What do you mean?
The life of a Summerset artist is not easy. It's not enough to be merely great. You have to be better. Both Tindoria and Verarel wilted under that.
Verarel. I'm so bad at names.
For agreeing to tutor them together.
Huh. Right, I need to use my There we go. Go mount up. My demon doggy again. Why are you sending me? You're sending me this way. Okay. Also, oh, there's that person. Hello.
My, you look like you could use gold.
The magic words.
Take a job of mine. Quite simple, really. An academic needs an escort through this forest.
Because she's always after more coin. Where is this academic?
She wished to meet at a camp. Given the manner of the riffraff one sees on the road these days, I cut through the forest. It's a maze in there. I was hired to defend a respectable research.
The voice is amazing.
Not to tramp through the woods in full armor.
I was about to say the voice and the armor doesn't go well together, but that makes perfect sense that she's not that type of guard, but she's been obviously hired to put on armor and do everything else. She doesn't look very happy about it. Wait, you're okay with leaving her there?
Daewin should have known better. An Ultima fights for glory, not coin. Crawling through the muck just to find some insignificant little temple? Simply outrageous. So, are we agreed? You'll take this off my hands?
Mainly because of the absolutely hilarious voice acting, yes. This one will escort her. Oh, that was good. That really was amusing me. Beautiful map as well. It just goes down to the sea. All gentleman-like. Alright, so I'm going to the Ebon Not Waste, right? That's the Eastern Pass. That's the... that's not that one. So... oh, it's right back there again. Alright. Should have guessed it was roughly in the middle. Yeah, but she's fully asleep now. Just gonna listen to the music for a bit. Just taking the ambience. I think I still prefer the Clockwork City when it comes to the actual architecture, but this place is a close second. Hey, Razumdar. Hey.
Five Claw. You always arrive just when Raz needs you most.
The funny thing is, I was just talking about you not that long ago.
After Raz spoke to the pretty Sigi Coriandra, whispers reached me about the illustrious Illumination Academy. They said that the Court of Bedlam hunts a Sepiarch there, so Raz had to come and see. Didn't expect to find you here helping out, though.
Wait, a hunted Sepiarch? That must be one of the Tower Sentinels. This one came here to find him.
So the Crystal Tower really is in danger. This one finds that so hard to believe. The Crystal Tower, it's a bastion, a symbol of everything the High Elves hold dear.
Yeah, a little bit more than that.
Quinn would be very cross with Raz if anything bad happened to the tower.
There are two Sepiarchs. They guard the diamond keys that can open the crystal tower.
Now Raz sees why the Court of Bedlam seeks these particular sages. Very well. No need to twist this one's tail. Raz will help you save the Sapiarchs from the demented Daedric cultists. Let's look in the guest wing on the west side of the compound.
After you, my friend.
This way. Follow Raz.
This one's for Raz. Oh, this quest the last time was here was quite fun, where a book had become almost sentient and was trying to take over well, this place. That was quite a good quest. I liked it.
New arrivals? I wasn't told to expect any students or scholars today.
Yeah.
Sorry, they usually let me know when new academics are going to arrive. I'm sure I can find a way to squeeze you in someplace. How long do you plan on staying?
No. Because you're just looking for a couple of Sapiarchs. Hanaleo and Imidril. They are staying here at the academy, yes?
Sure. They arrived a few days ago. But only Sapiarch Hanael stayed. She's working on a book of some sort. I think that's what she told me. Don't know where the other one scampered off to. She hasn't been back to her room in quite a while, though.
Do you think she left the academy compound?
Wouldn't think so. She left all her things in her room. Notes, valuable tomes. Not the sorts of items a sage would leave behind.
No.
Maybe she just got caught up in the nonsense outside. You can examine her room if you like. It's right over there.
Oh, thank you. You've been most helpful. Alright, so the question is... Yeah, no sage would leave everything. Alright. No, I'm not going to steal away. Not from my mate Raz. It's right there. So I need the letter. Where's the letter? There's a letter. Oh, that's a lot to read.
The Sapiarch's letter. She's hidden a coded message in the words. Raz has seen this done before.
And a code? I'm assuming you can figure it out, yes?
Hanael mentions something isn't right here. That she plans to hide in a quiet room. Very smart. It seems the Sapiarch knows that someone is hunting her. The list of specific books in a specific order, though. That's the key, Raz thinks.
So we need to find the books Hanael mentioned.
We need to find the books and the podiums, if Raz has deciphered the meaning of her code correctly. Let's hope we can find her before the Court of Bedlam does.
When a cultist led a Daedric assault on the College of Sapiarchs. That is where this one was before coming here.
That is disturbing news.
Oh, you're awake.
The Queen hates Daedric machinations, especially the most overt ones. Let us hurry and try to find the Sapiarch.
That's a great word, machinations. Even though it does remind me of a skit from SpongeBob. You know, machinations on my mind are an enigma. And a bottle of milk falls over. That was my very poor impression there of Patrick from SpongeBob. Right. Oh, yes, these were the ones who were running around pretending they were like pigs. And one was doing a very jaunty dance. That was highly amusing. One dude thought he was a beggar. Someone else was thinking they were pirates. Somebody else thought they were a... What was it called? Like a detective sort of thing. Like old what do you call it? Sherlock Holmes, that kind of thing. Get away. Can't get away. Further notes on the slode. Ooh. Oh, yeah, get that one, the Mauer. Okay. So we've got to pick up all the books. Here's the next one. Over here. Assuming this is the last one. Side of the Crystal Tower. Right, so that's the books. Oh, we've still got a fair number of quests to go, so I don't think we're going to be finishing it today, which is fine. I'm happy with that. I said we're going to take a small break to go off and do other stuff. Alright. So, we have to place further notes. Further notes. Oh, it's going glowy. That's a good sign. Okay, something's gone wrong here. Because it's saying... okay, oh, this is going to be a problem. Right, first things first. Get out the law book. Mal of Paradoria. What's it? The sages. Okay, that looks good. Yeah, that was definitely a bit bugged, that one.
A vanishing bookcase. Raz likes this clever sage.
My illusion spell. Who are you?
This one is Khajiit.
If you're the person that's been following me, I warn you, I'll scream.
I can't talk properly tonight. Sepiarch Ladatel sent Khajiit to find you and the other Tower Sentinel.
I knew I wasn't imagining things. I told Imidril that we were being followed. If the head of the College of Sepiarch sent you and told you we guarded the Resolute Diamonds, it must be a serious matter. Something involving the other alliances?
Daedric Princes, actually. Where can this one find Imidril?
Daedric Princes, you say?
Yes.
As in more than one?
Yes.
Sound very good.
3.
Imidril went to King's Haven, not too far from here. The old ruins. He loves to poke around in that place every chance he gets. But I'm still a bit confused.
Oh, don't worry. Velen will go to King's Haven and check on the Sepiarch.
Raz will explain things to the pretty Sepiarch and make sure she returns safely to Lilandril. You go find the one in the ruins.
Raz, think with the primary brain, not the secondary brain. Raz would definitely be a bard if it was a D&D game. He really would. Alright. Okay, so to go to the Silver Road Ray Shrine. Right, where's that one? That one is Crystal Tower. Arizona. Sunha. There's a base. Wow, that's a bit of a, that's like outside the island. That's gonna be one hell of a trick. Excuse me. No vision again. Oh. Ooh. But my cat is again everywhere.
You aided Queen Irene in her ratification, correct?
Yes, I did. This one's busy. I'll be back later. Right, we seem to be over there, right? Okay. Where are you? Ooh, nice little church like it. Oh, they're inside there, right. And of course I've gone completely the wrong way. Because I'm a twit. And now I'm stuck behind a flipping wall. Hello.
Hey there. Careful where you step. My livestock is having their dinner, and I won't have some bumbler stomping all over them. I've got enough trouble with their mating woes.
Livestock? You mean those bugs?
These bugs happen to be the most desirable olive to crawl upon Summerset. Ground up, my beauties make the most brilliant shade of grey you ever did see. Why, I even got the artist Tindoria as a client. Oh, well, I did. What a shame.
What is a shame?
I always took her for one of the good ones. Never tried to cheat me or say I wasn't welcome. Always complimented my beauties when she visited. The ideal customer every time. To think that she would go so far as to sabotage my livestock.
I don't think it's her sabotaging the livestock. I think it's the other one. And he's doing it in such a way to make it look like it's her, so he won't supply the grey dye that she needs for her artwork. I might be wrong, but that's my prediction.
Because it turns out she's just like every other high elf on this island. I refused to sell my carapaces to her exclusively, and this is what happens.
Maybe not. It could be.
I was just heartbroken when I had to turn him away.
Tell him that Ravenel was here?
Yes, and he had quite a bit to say about Tindoria. He told me just last week she was complaining about my services. And I heard this wouldn't be the first time she's done something shady. Why, Ifra, to think I was so blind.
Yeah, there's definitely something going on. Some tomfoolery for sure. There's definitely some part of their rivalry going on. That's guaranteed. Sorry, Direwolf.
Wait, don't hurt me.
That dude's got a green haze around him and a big barrel. What have you been doing?
This wasn't my idea, honest. I just did what I was paid to. Just let me go and I'll tell you everything.
What are you doing here? And what are you putting in this barrel?
Oh, I don't know. Some sort of pheromone? It makes those nasty bugs sleepy, but that's it, I swear. It's not poison or anything. Why did I ever agree to work for that snobby artist?
Doria paid you for this?
What? No, a fellow named Verilel. Nasty perfume, full of himself, typical artist. He paid me to sabotage this farm. Not quite sure why, but, well, I think it's about time I leave. No need to tell the authorities, right?
Fine. Get out of here before this one changes his mind. Go on, get.
This is the last time I get caught up in artist rivalries.
Go on, get. It's... Yeah, there's definitely... This rivalry's starting to get a bit out of hand. One thing when it's just a bit of sass between two artists, you know, dunking on each other's work or whatever, that's one thing. But when you start causing issues to other people's livelihoods, poisoning the local environment, yeah, you're crossing lines. Really are crossing lines. I have one of those. Go. Yeah, you know, for 5,600 to go. That's going to take me a long time to harvest all that. Ow. I'm about to make a cat very unhappy as I need to move my leg because my... I know. So fortunately, I can't just have... I can feel... Oh. You know when you've been lying on something, like an arm or a leg, and then you move it, and then you can like feel the blood coming back into your limb, and it goes from being like practically numb to being quite painful. Yeah, what's going on with my leg right now? Very uncomfortable. Okay. So, just let this ride out, because that's, ooh. That was uncomfortable. I know, I'm not moaning at you. Oh, that's better. That when it's like suddenly all the sensation comes back into your limb.
Fruitless is mine.
Yeah. Yeah, actually, Valen found the mirror sabotaging you, and he said Varel paid him to do it.
He did? Well, honestly, I would love to believe that.
Okay.
Team Doria's support was the only thing I had going for my business for a long while. But what would Verilel have to gain from all this?
Well, Tindoria needs your compass, your carapaces. Perhaps Veredel, I'm never going to get that name right. Veredel was trying to sabotage her.
That's true. Team Doria and Verilel have been rivals for as long as they've been artists. I even let that bastard convince me Team Doria was the one who did it. Ah, these artists and their rivalries. It's always us little people who are made to suffer.
So I just realised as well why I keep mispronouncing it, because I don't have my glasses on. If I put them on, then this text will be like really, really sharp, and I could read it, but then after about sort of 10 minutes, my eyes would start to hurt because they're like, it's just at that wrong focal range. But I'd have to sit like this, which now I can. And Mam's got off my lap. Here we go. I'm gonna have to adjust my desk. In fact, I'll probably do that tomorrow. Like bring my monitor forward and things like that. But I will. It's gonna take some weird wiring because there's a lot of wires. Obviously, you can imagine around the back, like the camera, the mic, and everything else. So I'm gonna have to definitely do some reworking on things. There we go. Well, Tindaria hired this one to collect your carapaces. You still have some to give, yes?
Here, take the last of my stock. I'm sorry I ever took the word of that perfumed pansy over Team Doria. Just glad I'm able to get her this shipment. That gentleman never did me a bit of harm.
Well, Kashita will make sure to relay the message. Right, so the other guy was being a complete twit. Eastern Pass. Eastern Pass, so I'm assuming it's going to be on the... Oh, not always. That's that one. Eastern Pass, there we go. Excuse me. Right, another thing I've got to remember to do as well is I need to copy over my settings as well for the new character creating next week, just as a temporary sort of thing. And then what I'll do is that new character, I will turn him into like a secondary crafter, so I can do the crafting bits. Because once that's maxed out, you can get about a good 5,000-6,000 gold a day just doing one set of crafting bits.
Passing Silver Road, creatures have a scheme.
So it's not a huge amount of gold, but it's a nice regular thing. And when you've got the crafting events on, like you get like an item every time you do a particular craft type thing. That'd be good, but they won't be a what do you call them? They won't be like a main crafter because I've already got one. It'll be more of a it's treasure chest side of that. They're just, I think they call them like mule characters. Okay, I just realised that was a master chest, and I've just picked up a staff worth 11,000 gold. Oh, that's a nice staff. That's a very nice staff. Magicka damage and restores health. Oh, that is very nice. I'm going to lock that one so I don't accidentally sell it. Oh. Oh, that was nice. That was a nice thing to happen. Got some nice, decent stuff there. I tend to use lightning ones, but as a fire staff, I'm going to see if there's anyone there fighting the dolmen. Oh, Oh, there he is. It's going to help him out. There you go. Yep. There we go. God, these things can be hard to fight. That's it. Gotta make sure there's nothing coming out from the sides though. Like that, almost got hit there. Sheaf up this.
My power
Nice.
through the pearls. Next time, you won't be so lucky.
Okay. That was... Okay, like 5 minutes and I just got 3 really good things. That was... Another crafting motif for the Sijic shoulders. Gloom graced ring, that's another part of the Gloom set. A treasure map. And a lightning staff. Nice. Nice little haul, isn't it? That's why whenever I see anyone fighting a world boss, even if it's just, or you know, a dolmen or anything like that, unless they specifically say otherwise, I will always gladly help them out because it pays to do so. And I think the way the game's set up is that's kind of what they're for, you know. You don't have to form groups, you just go running in, help the person out, get your contribution, and then another soul gem field, very nice. And then just make your way. There's a regular thing that happens in, I think, the Arakia Desert, where because the dolmens, which are like those sort of things there, are reasonably near to each of the way shrines, people just go on a circuit and just keep going round and round and round. It can be a bit monotonous, but if you just want to, you know, grind up some XP, treasure and things like that, it's a good, reliable way of doing it. And I've got to be careful here because that's a frigging ledge. Oh, no. Okay, let's reset it there. I'm not sure what that was happening there, but no. Oh, yeah, it's because of the old quest I've already done. What's this over here? Is that a chest? Nope, just could have been, but it wasn't. How do I get... Oh, there it is. There's the... Go around the best bit. Hello. Oh, book. Go. Thank you.
You walk in here on 3 skeevers arguing over a dead body and decide you want to chat with one of them? You either got some kind of guts or you're some kind of stupid. Either way, maybe you can help.
That's a little from column A, a little from column B, and holy crap, that's a nasty looking scar she's got on the side of her face. Although, again, I have to applaud the person, whoever made it in the game, because that is really gnarly. So is that a burn? That's a burn, and it looks like a claw mark going across that bit. So that bit. Oh wait, that is pretty gnarly. What happened here?
A family squabble of sorts. You see, one of these ghosties went and killed Vereda. Problem is, none of us are about to go treasure hunting. There's a murderer at our back. I'm killing for gold. You don't stop at one. Oh, so I hear.
I'm sorry, back up. You mentioned the treasure.
Ancestor of ours, Jadil the Keelhauler, cached her loot around here. If you grab the chest for us, there's no chance for a sneak attack. The map over there will lead you right to it. And obviously, I'll pay you for the trouble.
You've said the magic words, treasure. This one will help.
Now, I know what you're probably thinking. Look at these squabbling fools. Why don't I just take the treasure myself? Tough like that. The only thing that will crack the chest open is the blood of Jadil's descendant. Thus, you'll need one of us.
Okay. That's kind of was I'm not gonna lie, that was a thought that was going through my head. So she's not stupid. Right. I've got to use a treasure map, okay? Right, so that's where it is, right. Now that tower looks familiar, but to be fair, there's a lot of towers that are shaped like that, with rocks near them. But the question is, where? Oh, there you go. Oh, that's the old mini-map thing there. I forgot about that.
Well, someone had to kill her. Vereda didn't just up and die at the tender age of 28.
Stop squawking, you fat netch! You're just as likely the one that killed her.
I did this then? When you're the one greedier than a starving hawker?
This is going nowhere. We'll never find the treasure if we keep killing each other.
Well, again, but I sure well walked in on, and I'm starting to have small regrets that this may go very bad. But, hey, I've done worse. Like I said, unleashed an ancient evil onto the world. So, you know, it's not exactly you can go oopsie and do a take you back on.
Another one? You there! Come here!
Everybody wants a piece of me today. Okay, what do you want?
I bet you've come here for an Aurealis bloom. Well, tough luck. Fresh out. Last one was nabbed a fortnight ago. Come back in about a year. Maybe I'll have another one by then.
How did you know this one came here to collect Aurealis?
Why else would you come here? The view?
Maybe.
You know, once you could get an Aurealis anywhere. Now it's all but gone. Blotted out of existence by the greed of artists.
Artists?
You heard me. As soon as they learned it made a pretty paint, that was it. Didn't care that it takes over a year to grow, and that's only with proper care. No, they had to have it. And so they took, and now there's nothing left.
Well, this one is curious. Do you mind if Vaden looked around for one anyway?
What are you, deaf? Or just scared to go back empty-handed? Look, I told you that plant is gone. Go find another bloom for your fancy painting. Off with you now. Just leave me and my garden be.
Okay. This quest is definitely starting to become a lot of hassle, but at the same time, amuses me greatly.
Would you leave that alone? You'll damage it.
I'm just...
What are you doing? Stop that!
Oh.
Hey there! Leave that alone.
Okay. Oh, look. There's an Aurealis.
Please, leave that Aurealis alone. You can't take it.
Okay, I've got a choice here. I bet this is the last one.
What is wrong with you? Why couldn't you just continue on your way?
Well, you lied about there being no Aurealis.
Of course I did. Why would I let you have one of the last, if not the last, surviving blooms? If you take that plant, the species may be wiped out for good. Did you ever, in your obsession with paint, think about what you're taking from Summerset?
So please tell me then, this might actually be the last Aurealis?
Yes! That's what I've been saying all along. You're about to uproot what could be the last Aurealis on Summerset and grind it up for some painting. How could you do something so horrible?
This can't be the last Aurealis plant on Summerset.
You really want to take the chance? I'm telling you, I've searched all over this island. This is the only one I could find. In less than a year, it will spread seeds. I'll nurture them, help rekindle the species. Please, just don't do this.
Now here I could either break my word or preserve what is most likely the last plant of this particular species. So that's the quandary. You know, I'm either breaking a promise or a vow that I've made, or preserving a plant for at least a year. I mean, it's a no question. It's a no-brainer, really, isn't it? Let him keep the plant. So, conservation or breaking my word. It's it's a no-brainer. It really is. I'm not gonna destroy potentially the last plant. I mean, if anything, it then means any existing paintings suddenly become more collectible. No, I've got to do something to balance out the comic books. So I will spare the blood.
Finally, someone who sees reason. Thank the stars. And thank you too, kind traveler. After the last visitor, I was just about ready to give up hope that I'd ever meet a kindred soul. Oh, but damn that Verilel. I'd have 2 blooms if not for him.
So Verilel came along and took one of the other blooms. Oh, I'm really not liking him.
Yes, Verilel. The blasted artist who took the last Aurealis bloom I cultivated. That's why I was so desperate to save the only surviving plant.
That makes a lot of sense. And right. Ooh. Oh, that is. Oh, that. I think there's a. Oh yeah, there's a skill shot over here. So that's a nice, easy one to get to. So I'll go and pick it up now. Wait a minute. Even though I've got the guide and it's showing me where to go. Sorry, do side dash again. So it's like, wait a minute. That tower looks familiar. So, you know, I'm going to temporarily turn it off for a moment. Because I'm in the right area. I mean, even the quest thing will tell me. So, it's here, around here somewhere. Now, looking at this, if I get it just right, it should be around there, in that general area. The question now becomes, how do I get up there? Obviously, I can't go that way. Maybe I have to go up and around. That makes sense. Hey. Okay. Oh, hello. Hello. Okay. Maybe not. Maybe it's up there. Let's see if there's anything down here. No, it's not on the ground. Okay. If I get the angle right. So, okay, so... probably... It's got to be by that tree. Because generally, these sort of things, they do seem to hide them near or by trees. Because the trees make good marker points. Sorry, landmarks. That's what I was looking for. Landmarks there. Okay. The question is where? Okay, you know what? Let's just go over there. Right, see, now it's sending me up there. Okay. Up along here. There we go. You know what? I wasn't wrong. I was just looking at the wrong tree. I was thinking it was going to be around this tree. It wasn't. It was by this little babby tree here. And by that one. Makes sense. You can get rid of it. Okay. Now, I'll go all the way back over there. So it's going to be the easiest way. It's probably going to be just... Make more sense to me just to sort of swim it. Take a run in. I could have jumped down there now I think about it. And my horse is down ground. Yeah, honestly, as I say, I don't think I could have deliberately taken that dude's last plant. Like as I said earlier, it's being deliberately evil is, I find it surprisingly hard in these games. Now, accidental evil, oh yeah, I do that stuff all the time, but deliberately doing that, no. That's just no. That'd be a no. So is that a treasure chest over there? Oh, yep, no treasure chest. Yes. Oh, it's an advanced one. Oh, some griffin guards. Oh, excuse me. Okay. That's not bad. That'd be good. Not bad at all. Right.
So, were you able to find Jadir's treasure?
Yes, here's the treasure chest.
Huh. I always imagined it a tad bigger. Well, if it's stuffed with diamonds, I guess it doesn't much matter what size the box is. Thanks for grabbing it. Now, if you'll excuse me, I'm going to crack this beauty open.
Okay, I'm going to just stick around to see what happens, if you don't mind.
Now, let's see what we're working with here.
Can't you bleed any faster, Igeki?
Indeed, my being roils with anticipation.
What the? There's just a scroll in here. I sailed across many seas and raided many ships, but the most precious treasure is family. May you see the wisdom in these words.
What? I came all this way for nothing? I can't believe I poisoned Vereda for a stupid scroll!
Hold a moment. You killed Vereda? But I was the one who strangled her right after she fell asleep.
Neither of you are making any sense. I stabbed her right after we doused the fire.
Wait, did we all kill Vereda to get a bigger share of the treasure?
Ha! I suppose betrayal runs in the family.
Oh wow! Oh, thank you for that little emotes there, Kingsley. That was, that was the perfect, like, the real treasure is the friends we made along the way type of thing. This is why if anybody plays this game, you hand in a quest, always stick around for a few seconds, because quite often there's little snippets, little things that follow on from the quest. It might just be like we had the two sassy artists earlier, or like this, or like the one time when we everyone got exactly what they deserved. Yep, it's just when they were like, wait, so you strangled her, you poisoned her, I stabbed her. Well, if you don't mind me, I'm just going to take that.
I can't believe I ever looked up to this lunatic crone. To think she would trick us all just for some stupid moral lesson. I just hope such lunacy doesn't run in the family.
That's terrible game of Cluedo. Yep, it was the Khajiit in the tower with the lightning staff. Oh, I love this game. I absolutely do. Okay, King's Haven's Pass, right. Where's that? That's the other. Nope. Oh, bloody hell, it's right there. Wow, that's a bit of distance. See, I know in some games, once you've handed in a quest, that's pretty much it. But yeah, with this one, it doesn't do it with every single quest, but it's enough that I've got into a habit now. As soon as I hand a quest in, I just hang around for a few seconds. And if an NPC starts talking, they start moving off and doing something, I'll stay there. If they don't, then obviously it's a quest that doesn't have like an epilogue type thing. But each time there has been something like that, it has always been worth it. I mean, probably my favourite one recently was when this dude wanted to marry someone, and she was wanting to break off the wedding because it was an arranged marriage, and it's just like, oh yes, we're going to have our wedding at the when both moons are full and stuff like that, which is like that's a bit worrying. He obviously doesn't know about werewolves. Turns out, yep, she was a werewolf. And yeah, with 2 moons, both going to be full on their wedding night. And this dude was an a-hole towards her. Yeah, that was like, okay, let's just walk away from here before something happens. Nonchalantly whistle. I'm going to have to see now if anyone's fighting this boss, because this has got to be probably the highest level non-raid dungeon boss I've seen. Oh, someone's there. Oh, we might have a bit. Have they bagged them? Or is it respawn? Wait for the respawn. This should be interesting. Wrong dudes, I'm going to eat another chicken. I need to eat a chicken because I'm getting low. Right. So there's 1, 2, 3, and myself is 4. And if I remember rightly, this boss has something like 8.7 million HP. And I've tried. There's no way I can solo this at the moment. I'm not that good. 2 people would be a stretch, but 4, maybe 5 would be a nice number. Problem is, we've now got to wait for it to respawn from the last time it was killed. And I'll be stupid not to this. I'm not going to get another chance like this. So I'm going to hang around here for a little bit. Fingers crossed I get to assist in backing this boss. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 people. This could be... This could happen. This could very much happen. I mean, to be fair, I've been in like big groups that have taken down dragons as well. But you know, these are groups of like 15, 20 people. And they've had like 15 million HP. But for a smallish group like this... This could be a challenge. I think the odds are in our favour. I'm not going to jinx it and say we will automatically do this, but I'm definitely feeling positive about things. Of course, downside is now I have to wait for respawn. Seems anyone else coming? Nope. I think they take about 5 minutes to respawn the world bosses. Also trying to get in a spot as well, so I'm not blocking the screen off. The downside to these pets is they do like to sort of hover right in front of the camera and get in the way. Which, you know, if you've ever had like a dog or a cat, you can completely understand why. They do like to do that sort of thing. If I remember rightly, this is a big old eagle type thing. You can see these little nests on the little rock towers there. So if we assume there's at least 1 creature in each of those, there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, maybe 6. Now, to be fair, when they do like the boss fights HP, that's the total HP for all the creatures, the main creatures. So if there's like 3 big creatures of the HP listed is like 9 million, then that will be 3 generally each. Oh, they have a little rumble whilst they're waiting. That's cool. You have some fun. Hello, cat. It'd be nice if more people turn up, you know what? It's fine. It's absolutely fine. I'm not going to, look what it's basically a gift horse in the mouth here. So we've got what looks like a necromancer and possibly a... what's the other person? Maybe a dragon knight? Yeah, one's definitely a necromancer because of the ability they're summoning. I recognise that big big beasties, and they lost. Okay, oh, so he's resurrected him. Good, good. It's an honourable fight. Sort of friendly way to kill some time, sort of thing. Hey, personally, myself, I'm not a fan of doing those sort of duels because I just don't have the reactions and stuff to do it. But yeah, people want it. Good for them. No one gets hurt by it. It's a bit of fun. Okay, this thing sort of respawned by now. Must have just missed the previous one. Oh, someone's running off. No, please, no go. I've got 1, 2, 3. There's 5 of us. We can do this. Or maybe 6 if you include my 2 chums as well. There we go. Just the mic. I just realised it's in the wrong place. So I'm trying to think. We got a. Well, okay, they've got 1,152 championship points. Whoa, I think it's level 15 and level 32 there. There's a 1,000 championship point there, and myself. Oh, if that person's a level 15, they're gonna get squished. But hey, if they succeed, that'll be bragging rights. Come on, respawn, please. Have a little look around. Sometimes you, as I've sort of go in the right spot for things to respawn. Also, got to be careful because there's a cliff ledge there. Oop, looks like there's another person's turned up. So we've got 1, 2. Try and gauge how many people there is. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Oh, there's 7 people here now. This is a good sign. This is a very good sign. Can't imagine this with the companion system as well. That will be interesting. Come on. Yeah, the fact that there's a crowd gathering makes me think that it's about to respawn. Because every other time I've been here before, just to check, it's always been here. So yeah, got a warden, at least 1 necromancer, possibly whatever they are possibly a sorcerer. You can't always go by how they look, because you can have like a sorcerer who is covered in armor, or warden who is in light armor, or an assassin who is in heavy armor and stuff like that. You just have to be very observant when it comes to what powers they're using to. Okay, 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. There's 8 of us now. Again, very optimistic. Look at that, it's a bear. Look at it. 9. Okay, there's more of us now. This is. Oh, is that a level 9 person? There. Oh, good luck, dude. You know, if you think you can do it. Don't think this is going to go well for you, but good luck. Come on, respawn. Anytime today. Let's see if I can do a bit of rock climbing whilst I'm waiting. Nope. Sneak around the edges here. And see that warden, the warden is the one that gives you the bear, which is another reason why I want to go for the warden for my temporary character for next week, because they're like a sort of long range, they're like a ranger type basically. Not exactly, but they're close to it. They have long range animal companion type spells and abilities. I think I dabbled with one in the past. but I never really sort of committed to a full character because I found the sorcerer just more fun. But for a short time character, and that person's just jumped off the cliff. Oh, no, I stand corrected. Come on. This is literally probably the only chance I'm going to get for a long time before I can do this again. So I'm taking advantage of this opportunity. But if it goes on for too long, then I will go off and do something else. But the fact is, I'm now getting paranoid that if I go, the minute I'll get out of range, like over the other side of that bridge, it will spawn, and I come all the way back just as the boss gets killed, and I have to wait again. I don't want to do that. I've been waiting long enough. Come on, respawn. I don't even need to get a serious amount of damage in. I just need to get at least several decent hits in to sort of tag the boss, and I'll get credit for it. Come on. Technically I'm sneaked. No, I'm not. What? Is there a particular reason why everyone's going over there? Oh, they're just having a little dance. Oh, I see. I'm stuck in a tree. Yes, a cat stuck in a tree. Unheard of, I know. Come on, respawn. What was another person? Or was that the same person from earlier? Just go over here for a minute. I'm bored now, do a little examination of the battle arena. Okay, actually, whilst I'm here, whilst this is waiting, I will dump my gear into the bank NPC that I've got.
Speak.
That'll at least free up some inventory space. This is another thing as well. If you get the opportunity to get one of these characters, do so, because it will save you so much hassle and going backwards and forwards to a in-game bank to drop off gear. There we go, let's go to that one, come on. It's a bit slow. Although I am getting a bit... Oh no, okay, look at the wrong one now. I've got a decent amount of space, that's fine. Okay, send you back, don't need you anymore. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 people. Damn it, I thought there was a few more, but never mind. Come on, respawn. Game's just teasing me now. It's just teasing me. We know you want this, boss, so we're not going to spawn it just to annoy you. It's like waiting for public transport. The second you get to that point where you can't make it either to the next one or the one you was just at, they all come along at once. Right, let's just park myself here for a sec. I'm hoping this doesn't have like a prerequisite spawn. Like, some bosses will only spawn if a certain event has already occurred in the game, like if someone's done a particular achievement or a particular thing's been set off, like another boss has been killed, then this one will spawn. I don't think this one is related to that. I think that's only in some of the later areas. I might be thinking of a completely different game. Actually, you know what? Whilst I'm here, then, let's find somewhere reasonably safe. Let's change my costume. Let's see, what costumes have I got? Let's see. Dragon Guard, Thieves Guild, Shrouded Armor, a Jester, Scarlet Judge, Ozma King, Nordic Baver's Towel. Oh my. Yeah. That's wow, I do actually have tattoos. They're very, very faint, but I do have them. Okay, for a giggle, just a mask and what is basically a bit of leather tied on with some string. Oh, I've got to do it. At least one kill. One major kill like this. Has to happen. There's a screenshot for the day. There you go. That's just ridiculous. It really is. Just running around with a... well, it's basically the equivalent of a towel around mid-rift. So I went for my lordy looking Khajiit to that. Is that what Ferdinand would look like after the Tamriel apocalypse? Oh yes, that's his. That's just ridiculous. I love it. It doesn't actually have. What I like about the costumes is it doesn't affect your stats. They do not affect your in-game stats in any way because you can have. Whoops, no, it'd be in my inventory, wouldn't it? So, obviously I've got my armor and stuff like that on, but the costume just goes on over the top of it, and you can see it's basically just a bit of leather, some undergarments, and my character's actually pretty buff. With a mask on, and unfortunately he's very pale skinned because he's technically a vampire Khajiit, but yeah, come on, respawn, this is getting silly now. Nope, no, what's that? Oh yes, because of the... oh, you just hit the sub. Zoom in. Don't worry. I'm just admiring my new costume I've got at the moment. Well, I say costume. That doesn't leave very much to the imagination. I'm just waiting for this dang boss to spawn because this is one of the harder ones to fight in Summerset. So there's no way I could do this on my own. So whilst there's people here, yes, I am going to be taking advantage of it. If this thing flipping spawns. Come on, this is getting silly now. You must have just missed it before. So, everyone else is in their armour. Everyone else is in the armour, and here's me in what is basically a leather bath towel, undergarments, and a mask. And I'm just noticing I'm leaving little dust prints as I'm running along. There appears to be a half-naked Khajiit running around with a leather bath towel and a mask on his head, and not much else. So, I do have a slight regret in being, taking the old vampirism in this, but it was worth it for the. It was worth it for the when I'm doing the sneakies, because I can hide and run at the same time. Whereas normally you can only hide or run. But that stage 1 vampirism, you had the best fighting guild traders the other day, found a recipe for 300 and sold it. Holy fudge balls. That's 119,000 profit. That's ridiculous. Sweet zombie jeebus. That is ridiculous. What was it that you sold? Was it like a gold recipe? Or was it like something like ultra rare blue or something? God, and here's me with my barely 300k. Well, to be fair, I have spent. Well, where is it? The reason why I've got 300k, yeah, I've spent it all on housing. You see all those ones there? They're all the houses I've bought in the game. The main one being the blue seared slaughterfish with mammoth cheese. That sounds disgusting. There's a few of them that are just basically like little rooms, but I have the manor. I have this one, the Alpine Galley, which is nice. The private room, Black Vine Villa, cost me 54k. This one, the Daggerfall House, which cost me 56. This one cost me 71. 13. 3k. This one I got as part of the storyline, so that cost me technically nothing. It cost me 69,000. Nice. 3k. 3k. I think that's the one I started off with, but I think this one I got for either for free or at a discount. I'm not entirely sure. That one cost me 12. That cost me 3. Let me move over this just in case. Where is it? Yeah. That cost me 3k. 3k. 73k. 3k. That one I had some clown books. Bye, sold it same day. Nice. That place though, because I've got a subscription to this game, and when you renew your subscription you get some crown points, which is like a way to buy premium things, and I got that when it was on sale, and it was literally only 15 minutes left in the sale when I renewed my subscription. And that place looks like something from Doctor Strange. It really does. It's freaking awesome. It's all like moving parts, spinny bits and stuff like that. And as I mentioned, when I pretty much get to the end of the storyline through things, I will go through and just have one day when I just spend redecorating certain places, with one exception, that place, the observatory. I may add some extra decorations to it, but because I got it furnished, it looks freaking dope. It really, really does. And this is still not spawned. Come on. I'm going to give it to sort of like just gone half past, then if it hasn't gone. Although if it does spawn, then that'll be a good way to end the stream, because it's getting to the point now where I'm starting to think about wrapping up for the day. But I really want... You just finished the Summerset story. This is where I'm at the moment. I'm in Summerset as well. The next one to do after this, after Summerset, is Merkmire, but I'm taking a slight diversion from that once I get back to playing this character, because I want to unlock the 2 companions that you get as part of the Gates of Oblivion stuff, which is dropping literally next Tuesday. So fingers crossed that will be a smooth deployment for the expansion, because it's Oblivion. I mean, I really liked playing Oblivion many years ago. Although I think technically the first one I played was Daggerfall. Yeah, I think the first one I played was Daggerfall. Then it was Oblivion, then Morrowind, and then Skyrim. don't know when. Although I played. Trying to think, what was it? Well, it's in the game where you actually got wiped out 3 times. Yeah, this is a boss fight. This is one of the harder ones, which is why I'm just hanging around this area, not really doing much, because I really want to do this, and it looks like everyone else has buggered off. So I'm gonna tell it. There's one person there. Oh, they come back. Only level 4. Blimey. I'd be terrified to come here at level 4. I mean, I'm championship level what? I don't know what was I'm here. Where is it? Where's my championship level? It's not here. I'll take that though. No, oh, no point in here. Let's put it in. Yes, I will take that because that'll give. Yay, there we go. I've now unlocked the second stage of Hasty. Yeah, I think everyone has given up because this is a ridiculously long spawn time. So I'm gonna change back into my regular outfit because I thought that'd be amusing, but it's not worth it if I've. Let's just try out some of the other ones actually. Let's try. Oh, interesting. Let's just zoom in a little bit, shall we? In fact, you still have to do that area. Yeah, it's nice, but no, it doesn't. No, it doesn't seem to fit. Let's try. Actually, let's do it in a better one. Let's go with the collections. Let's go with the. Let's do it in the appearances. Might be easier to do it in the costumes. Yeah. Is it Court of Bedlam? This way I can do it. And still see him at the same time. That's not bad. Covenant Scout, no. Dark Seducer, eh? Hello. That's not bad. Very spiky. Golden Saint. Okay, that's not bad. I like that. It goes well with the mask. Unfortunately, the purple bit is... I'm going to have to get that coloured. But that's not bad. Golden Saint. Let's have a look. Let's keep that one in mind. Give him Harvester. Okay. Oh, the Jarl. Jarl of Budgriff. Okay, that does look quite fancy. Merchant's Lord Formal Regalia. I think that might be the one I had before. Yes, I've used that one before. That's the real fancy one. I got when I went on that quote unquote date with the Dunmer. Let's try this one. Yeah, that's the one I was using before. That's the Bath Town, the Regalia of the Ozma King. Let's try that one. You know what? Yeah, that's not too bad. I mean, that one's... I've got to try it at least once. But what I will do is I will take off the... so I can have the proper jester costume. Oh my god, that's terrifying. Holy fudge, that is terrifying. It's like got the creepy Joker grin as well. Seriously, look at that. Okay. That settled it. Okay, it's gone past now. Yeah. I've got a sneaking suspicion this may be one of those things that spawns on the hour now, because this has been like 20 minutes I've waited here. So I'm going to make it to the next quest point. Get what? There we go. And once I got to the next quest point, then I think that's probably where we'll call it a night. But I try not to start like major stuff like in the last sort of 5-10 minutes or so, because otherwise, make it hard to keep track of what I'm doing then. King's Haven's Pass. Looks like there's another quest here. And you know what? This, I think... So let's see what's that one. Yeah, this looks like this is going to be like another bit. It's going to take me a while, so I'm going to call it here. Again, just checking to make sure there's one last check. See if that thing's respawned. And if it has... then we'll fight it. If not, then I'm going to go off for the night. And that'll be me done for the weekend. I'm seriously getting paranoid now that this is going to respawn when I'm not here. Yep, even the other dude just thinking about going, okay. What's the matter? Hey, what's the matter? What's that noise? I know, it's almost bedtime. Hold on. Yes, madam's getting a bit yes, even the other dude's like going off and going, no, this is done. Oh, we'll wait too long. So, that's brilliant. So I'm going to leave that there. And let's say I'm going to call it a night for the weekend. Really crossing my fingers it is a smooth deployment on Tuesday. But when I look back in, I won't be playing as this character. I'll be creating something brand spanking new. Oh, you have to go? Okay, that's right. Good timing. We'll be creating a new character just for the new expansion. Probably only be for like 1, maybe 2 sessions. I've really decided what class and what ancestry, species, whatever you want to call it, belong to. I'm going to be creating a Dunmer, Warden, inspired by a particular character. It should be out on Tuesday. I'm not sure exactly what time. If you haven't got the expansion, it might be too late to get the pre-order bonuses, but at the very least, you should be able to get at least the basic stuff you get with it. I know normally people say not to pre-order stuff unless you absolutely want it, but I knew I was going to be playing this 100%. So for me, it was a no-brainer to get the game. But yeah, if for whatever reason ESO servers aren't ready to have people up and running, which is possible on deployment day, then there is something in Star Trek Online. There's a couple of new missions they've put in there, which are bringing the ends to the Year of Klingon stuff. So there's stuff I can be playing in that, showing off putting my ship through the paces, my ground build and stuff like that. So there's definitely something I can be playing. Definitely something I can be doing at the very least. And Star Trek Online is one of those really easy games to play. Seems to be quite popular with people, and I wish there was more content for it. But then again, I have to remember I have been playing Star Trek Online since literally beta, which was 11 years ago. So from those missions are kind of fun with a real boss battle included. Yeah, I mean, I've been, because there's the new event going on, I've been doing the Hell with Honor one, where you fly across the planet and you take out Ja'ula and opening the rifts and stuff like that. And in my Vengeance, that thing is just like, that entire mission takes like 5 minutes now. Myself and others included, we just make mincemeat of those things, and it's so dang satisfying. Like you're in a dirty great big ship flying low across a planetoid, blasting little things out of the air, then there's a rift that appears. It satisfies me, it really does. So I got no problem with playing that again, and going through those missions, because they're fun. They really are fun. I've just been playing them for so long now, I've not got burnt out on them. But if you've been doing the same thing again, right, bye. If you've been doing the same thing on and off for over a decade, I got burnt out on Star Trek Online before, and I don't want to do that again. So I'm just I save it for those occasional moments, like maybe log in once every so often to do some event stuff, things like that. 5-10 minutes tops. That way I'm still keeping my game active, I'm still keeping the account going, and I'm still contributing towards all fleet stuff. But I'm starting to waffle, which is a good sign I'm getting tired. So I shall bid you good night. Have a great weekend, even though it's a Thursday. And fingers crossed, Oblivion on Tuesday. Bye. Where's my button gone? Oh, yeah, there it is.